Hello everyone. So this is our project for project exhibition 1 of VIT Bhopal University, and we are group number 14, and we made this project under the supervision of Mr. Suresh M. So our project's name is Remnants of Me. This game is an immersive game that follows a mysterious protagonist who has lost all of their past memories. The core gameplay revolves around guiding the main character through various levels, each filled with unique challenges, mazes, and enemies. And the ultimate goal is to help the character regain fragments of their memories and uncover the truth behind their lost identity. So this is our team. Myself, Aribah Armin, then Suryansh Shahi. He is the main game designer of our group. Vijay Krishna PM. He is responsible behind all the sound effects. And Aman Kumar Singh. He is our main tester for the game. And Aryav Tiwari, he helped in creating the blueprints and programs for the game. So, introduction to game development. Game development is the process of creating a video game which involves the collaboration of designers, programmers, artists, writers, and other professionals. So, game development is as much a form of art as it is a technical skill. Well made games are a way for the player to escape reality for a few brief moments and delve into a world that pushes the boundaries of imagination. Our project, Remnants of Me, focuses on the artistic side of the game development as it is a project driven by passion rather than necessity. Existing works that our game is based on. So, our game's main inspiration for the character's storyline is the game Amnesia, The Dark Descent 2010. So, in this game, the protagonist storyline was basically same. Like he doesn't have any memory, and throughout the game he has to figure out his past life. And the environment and levels are inspired from games like Maze Runner because our game mostly has mazes and the backrooms because we have a backroom environment too. We opted for different types of mechanics and gameplay elements wherein we have to fight enemies, figure out paths in past. We opted for different types of mechanics and gameplay elements wherein we have to fight enemies, figure out right paths in mazes, and figure out the main story of the player that they have forgotten.
The aspect of the game is psychological narrative, replayability, story gameplay integration, and for the existing works, it has limited depth, often overshadowed by horror, static storyline, minimum replay value, and the story feels disconnected from gameplay. The things proposed in Remnants of Me is deeper focus on emotional and moral choices, adaptive challenges, and multiple endings, and gameplay directly influences the narrative. For the proposed work, it can be further developed into a commercial game with extra levels and more environments and a large storyline. And we can also add multiplayer modes in the future for competitive gaming. This can include both PvP and PvE modes. And for methodology, story integration, levels symbolically connected to memory fragments, narrative progression via flashbacks. It has engaging mix of puzzles, combat, and exploration to unlock memories and progress. Gradual memory recovery leading to moral revelations and branching endings. And for real-time usage, the video game industry is one of the largest and fastest growing industries in the world. The global video games market size was valued at 188.73 billion US dollars in 2021 and is projected to grow from 199.74 billion dollars in 2024 to 307.19 billion US dollars by 2029. The video gaming is and will continue to be one of the largest markets in the world. The hardware and software requirements for the game is we need a minimum of quad-core Intel or AMD 2.5 GHz or faster, at least 8 GB of RAM and 4 GB of virtual RAM. And for the operating system, we need Windows 10 64-bit and above. And for the overall system architecture diagram, the game architecture, a game design architecture diagram typically focuses on high-level structure and components of a game, including its gameplay, mechanics, progression, and overall flow. While it may not be as technical as a software architecture diagram, it provides an overview of how different game elements fit together to create the player's experience.
First one is aspect in aspect, first one is Unreal Engine 5 camera system, animation system, combat mechanic, and last one is inspired by Amnesia, The Dark Descents. All these point cover in aspect, and second one is atmosphere building, weather system, lighting engine, fog system, skybox in night sky rendering, dynamic adjustments based on in game time. All these point to cover in atmosphere building. Next one is world creation. First one is terrain generation. Next one is asset placement system, and third one is decorative elements. All these points cover in world creations, and last one is character creations. In this point, in this in this character creation, first one is character modeling and animation. Second one is motor function, and third one is combat system mechanic. Next one is AI based enemy creations. In this topic to cover, in first one is AI behavior tree. Second one is enemy modeling and animations. Third one is decision making algorithm, and the last one is varied enemy behavior and tactics. All these topic points to cover in AI based enemy creations. And next one is audio. In audio, first point is sound effects engine, music systems, voice overs, dynamic audio cues based on in-game events, and the last point is adaptive music to match the game intensity. All these points to cover in audio, and last one is final touch. In final touch, first point is post processing effects. Next is UI UX elements, and third one is quality assurance tools. Fourth one is policy and optimizations, and last one is testings and bug mixing. Next point is flowchart. Firstly, flowchart. In flowchart, firstly visualizations. Second one is atmosphere building. In atmosphere building, already attached to skybox and night sky rendering, and other one is clouds, fog, weather. Next one is world creations. World creation attached to procedural terrain generation, asset placements, and decorative elements and models. Fourth one is character creations. Character creations to create as means to character creations to attach, yeah, to create modeling and animations to help in motor function, combat system. And fifth one is AI based enemy. AI based enemy as means enemy modeling and animations, decision making algorithm, behaviors and tactics. All these points to cover in, yeah, to max in AI based enemy. Next one is audio. Audio music systems, voice overs, dynamic audio events based, and adaptive music to match game intensity. All these points to cover in as means attached to audio. And final touch testing and bug fixing, post processing effects, polishing and optimizations, UI UX elements. All these points to cover in final touch. Next one is literature review. The Maze Runner. The story began with Thomas, a teenage boy, waking up inside a dark elevator called the box, with no memory of his past except his name. The box brings him to a large, mysterious place known as the Glade, which is surrounded by towering stone walls that form a massive maze. Uh, Amnesia, The Dark Descents, is a first person survival horror game where the protagonist Daniel wakes up in a mysterious castle with no memory of how he got there. As he explored, he covers pieces of his past while battling both physical and psychological horror. Next one is model descriptions. In model descriptions, character design, world design, animation, asset, all these points to cover in models. First point is we decided to make the main protagonist of our game a male character, and we took the model from a website called Sketchfab. Next point is the basic landscape and foliage was taken from QXL Bridge, which is a built-in feature of Unreal engines and level were customized by using blenders. Next one is the animation were imported from a website called Mixamo, and to get exact result programming was implemented. Last point is the props and assets were some designed in Blender to get the desired results, and some were imported from asset stores. Now we call next team member to explain module workflow.
Module workflow explanation. First, the player starts with level 1 with no memories exploring a mysterious world. Second, puzzles, exploration, and combat unlock memory fragments. Third, challenges become harder, story reveals hidden, unsettling truths. Fourth, a moral dilemma forces the player to make choices that reveal the truth. Here is the implementation of our game. This is our maze and gun implementation. This is our blueprint for the game. This one is the line tracing channel, and here is the damage channel which affect the zombie, and here is the demo video.
Now we can talk about the shots of the game. On the left side of the slide we can see our game using combat mechanisms to kill the enemies, such as shooting, and also you can see a health bar on top of the enemies. On the right scene we can see our main player moving through a maze which were created in Blender. We have used Blender to model some of our mazes and levels. In the next slide we can see about functionality testing. This ensures that the game mechanics like player movement, shooting, jumping, and other core features work as intended. Developers check for bugs, glitches, or unintended behaviors in the gameplay. User experience testing. This focuses on how players interact with the game. It evaluates navigation. Can players easily find their way through the levels? Difficulty balance. Is the game neither too easy or nor frustratingly hard? Both types of testing aims to ensure a smooth, engaging, and enjoyable gaming experience. Now we can talk about the results and the discussion. Input. Player interactions, exploration, solving puzzles, and combat and choices. And the output. Unlocking memory fragments, story progression, and increased difficulty. Enhanced engagement. Balanced mix of gameplay, story progression, and adaptive challenges. And for the next part, balanced gameplay. Smooth integration of exploration, puzzles, and combat mechanics. Emotional connection. Outputs create emotional impact, encouraging reflection and replayability.
So, in conclusion, Remnants of Me is a unique and engaging game that combines a deep psychological narrative with challenging gameplay and meaningful player choices. Its carefully crafted structure delivers an emotional experience that not only entertains but also provokes thought. With opportunities to expand our VR or multiplayer, the game has the potential to redefine immersive storytelling in gaming.